Hello, guys. My name is Claudia. I'm telling you my story of domestic violence after living with a narcissist. I want to share my story and I'm going to continue. I'm going to tell you about my experiences, how it is to live with my situation, and how I came to this point to be the person as I am right now. I came here 2003, that was August. Um, I met my ex-husband and I came here in August. I met my ex-husband about in 2014, around February, January, February, something like that. He was supposed to be get married in May from the same year. I got to meet his girlfriend. They used to live with him. We never made friends because she didn't understand what because I didn't speak English very well, almost not at all. But he was very patient with me. He used to he had an interest with me. We used to get our two kids together. He had one son, and I have one year of difference. His son is 1 year younger than mine. Um, we came to an arrangement. I needed somebody to watch my kids over the weekend so I could work. I used to work in Pizza Hut by then, and I used in exchange I used to clean his house. His girlfriend will not help him at all. He used to be the one doing everything, the dishes, the laundry, he used to go. He used to go to work. Um, the girlfriend, she was a little strange, like you hear in my previous videos. And our relationship was never friends. I find out that we were getting married, and I confront him, and he was like, "Yeah, I am," and he was sad. But that was normal at that point. He was just my friend. After that, one day he just kissed me, I kissed him back, and we started a crazy relationship. I was the other woman. Well, uh, eventually he broke up. He stopped the wedding. He asked her not to get married, and she agreed because she said she was. He didn't say the truth. He didn't want to be with her because he wanted to be with me. I never asked him not to stop the wedding because I didn't want to carry that. And in that time it was convenient for me to be like that. I didn't want anybody on my son's life. I didn't want to carry anybody. All I wanted to do was work, pay the money back that my brothers lent me to cross the border with my son because it's a few $1,000s, and just start my life all over again as a single woman. So it was convenient for me to be the other woman, being at the background. He will not bother me, and I could not bother him. Or dating was very cheap. It used to be on Sam's Club. Um, we will just walk on the aisles and back and forth and talk, and sometimes he will take me to McDonald's. Oh my God. And we used to eat sometimes right there in Sam's Club, the nice hot dogs that they have in there. The huge sodas. He was very nice to me back then. He was very patient. Of course, that's how they throw the trap at you. I was a target, but I didn't know. It was convenient for me. So we continue being like that, a kind of a secret. But I just got lost. Um, he stopped the wedding, no because of me supposed to be. He told him he was very stressed out. And she said, "Oh, I'm stressed out too. Let's not get married." She never left. Even her friends were telling her they had some dignity. He doesn't like you. He don't want to marry you. Go. And she was fine. She was fine just staying with him. It was convenient for her. And she had her job and everything fine. But anyway, and it was no long after he stopped the wedding that I started waking up all this oh blah blah, and I asked him to the thing is, it wasn't even weeks or nothing. They were supposed to be being on the honeymoon. And they went to the honeymoon trip because it was a cruise and to Alaska. And the whole time on the cruise, he used to email me, send me text messages saying that he missed me and he loved me and la la la. And I was fine at the beginning, but after that, I realized I deserve better. I wanted a man for myself, and I changed. I started replying, and when he came back from the honeymoon, he told me that he was desperate. Oh, why you are not responding? Um, I love you, I miss you, I'm worried, la la la. And I keep saying with my very short English vocabulary that not to women, that I wanted a man for myself, and let me know when she wasn't there anymore. Eventually, he broke up with her. He told her the truth, and she incredibly was fine with it. She cried a little bit and said that how long we had been doing this, and with the help of the neighbor, she left. And I became the girlfriend. Everybody knew about me by then because he used to invite me all the time. Everybody could see this was going on, but herself, the girlfriend. So she disappeared of our lives and didn't return the wedding ring. I thought many of you guys think you had to return the not the wedding ring. I'm talking about the engagement ring. She never returned it. He fought a lot. He was thinking to take her to court. I told him, just let her go. She didn't give you a hard time of anything. She just left. Even though she took the curtains and the shelf and everything, the stuff from the house. She emptied the house. He didn't care because he just wanted her out. I became the girlfriend. Eventually, he proposed to me. But before that, I got pregnant and I lost the baby. And he wasn't really nice to me. I lost my job. I got all stressed out, and he sent me the signal that he wasn't going to marry me because I got pregnant. That happened to him with his older son, and the mom wanted to trap him by getting pregnant, and it wasn't going to happen again. But I was already there, and I was in love, and all this stupid stuff that we do, we don't see the signals. And I can't say when you're gonna lose a baby. I think unless you had an accident or physically your body is not fit for it. I think when you're gonna have the baby, you're gonna have the baby, and I didn't. It just didn't work out. It was very sad. I forgot to say in my previous video about this, and my way to stop grieving and stop crying and get up and go on with my life and to get another job, because I lost my job a little bit before I lost my baby. I had the feeling that he was a boy, and I was almost 4 months pregnant. They did treat me very well in the hospital, and by now I think it's because my race, because I'm Hispanic, and some people just cannot go over that. At least in the white people neighborhood that I used to live, or the hospital where the hospital was located. It's not me. It's just many people, and some nurses are just not good at what they do, meaning socially, and they don't empathize with women. And my experience in the hospital was very poor, bad. Practically, they just let the baby fell in the hallway, and they just give me some towels to clean myself, and sanitizer napkin and to put it there and go home. They say they didn't clean me up and nothing. And I came very depressed because of that. And I'm insisting on saying this because may help somebody. You never know. My way to finally get out of the crying and get up and go out and get a job was writing a letter. The letter used to say, "I let you go because I love you. You were here for this purpose for such a short time. I know you were a boy, and I never was going to stop picking names for you, but I'm grateful for wherever you brought me. And I just wanted to know that I love you, and I believe the God do these things for a reason." The loss wasn't too much for my ex-husband, and I thought that everybody has a way to grieve, so I didn't blame him. After that, I got a job and I put myself on my feet. A few months later, he proposed. He bought a new house. I helped him to look for it. I was naive. I didn't really believe he wanted to start a family with me, but he proposed when he made the settlement on the house, that was interesting. Beautiful house by the lake, and he always told me that it was my Cinderella story. And 3 months later, we got married. And another detail about that, and we were going to a Baptist church, and we wanted to get married there, and we started working everything out, the marriage license and whatever. We started talking to the pastor a few times, getting ready for the wedding. So everything was going fine. Everything was ready. And 9 days before the wedding, the pastor said, he just left a message on the enter machine. I'm sorry, guys, I can't get you married because of the how you call it, immigrant status of Claudia. And it was very hard because I was an immigrant. Illegal immigrant. The pastor of the Baptist church said no. Of course, it wasn't up to him. It was the church. It was 9 days before the wedding. I told two choices. We don't get married, postpone the thing, or just go to the municipal building. We get married there. But locally, we found a pastor who his wife was very sick, and he was willing to do it. It worked out very well on the wedding. We didn't do it on the church. We had to change the plans. We did it in the backyard, and it was beautiful. I guess I can post a picture over here on YouTube to show you guys. I don't know, but anyway, the wedding was beautiful. And the pastor, it was an older guy. Like I said before, with his wife sick, he really appreciated the money. It was a one little thing. He didn't speak English, so it worked out perfect. Whatever he was saying in Spanish, his song was translated to English. So yes, I had a bilingual wedding. I think this video is getting a little too long. I'm gonna cut it off, and I'm gonna continue telling you my story in the next one. I see you guys. Thank you.